we've had an ongoing discussion about moving into or moving back to our enthusiast customers and moving down market into other segments. We've had that discussion going on for quite some time. In the early, well, just around the year 2000, we had a camera called an X-Pan, which was actually a quite popular camera.
It's beautiful.
It was a beautiful camera. It was a very high quality camera, very, very good lenses.
Also Fujinon?
It was also from Fujinon, and after that camera was discontinued, we have had a discussion with customers. We've seen what's going on blogs and so on, that people would like to see a digital X-Pan. That was kind of, we've been asked about that a number of times. But we have also had our own internal discussions, and I think we've tried to assess the market and tried to find places in the market where where it was not too crowded. Because if you look around, you can very easily get into a market situation where, okay, we have a Hasselblad brand, but moving down market, that brand is not so well known. And if we just bring out whatever new camera, we had to add on an idea or add on a market focus which clearly defined a customer group and clearly defined what we would stand for with this customer group. And I think those discussions led to, about 2 years ago, focusing on the segment of a luxury segment, a high-end part of the segment, and the fact that we, as a first step, chose the mirrorless camera was because the mindset of mirrorless was what was inside the X-Pan.
Yes.
We have had, ongoing inside talks. Could we make a camera like that ourselves? Would that make sense? And so on. And I believe that the decision inside Hasselblad was that we needed to find a partner to move in this direction, so that we could get our hands on technology and then add design and choice of materials as part of building this, this identity of a new product with a new market focus. We actually believe Sony is a company who has brought out a number of very interesting products, and that Sony, also looking into the future, are going to bring out a number of very interesting products. So that what we could clearly see with the Sony partnership is that we can move into the mirrorless, we can move into the DSLR, and we can move into compact cameras with, we believe, very modern technology. We're very well-built technology, and we found that as a very sound basis for these cameras. Sony also has, at least in my opinion, it has a young image. Sony is known for their gaming machines. They're known by the younger generation as a creative and an interesting company with a very good identity. And in our opinion, it is very important that we start talking to and market our brand to a younger audience. So comparing Fuji to Sony, I would definitely say that with the focus of the younger generation, Sony is the right choice. I cannot today comment on exactly which technology we will use to bring in there, but I think we have been well informed about what's going on at Sony. We have been very impressed with what's going on, and we feel very confident that we can take the route of entering into both mirrorless DSLR and compact with outstanding technology, engines from Sony, and we are confident that we can add on the let's say the design and the Hasselblad branding to build lines that will fit our customers. I think we have to be a little humble here and say that at this relative early stage of the cooperation. We are not taking part in the development of the Sony cameras. We can share ideas, but we are not part of the Sony development. What we do have in our plans and what we are working at is to over time add in some of the technology we today use in our professional cameras and move that or port that to the new camera lines. And to give you an example, I would be looking at, or we are already now looking at the lens corrections on the lenses for the Lunar. Right now, these lenses they are available in Lightroom, Adobe Lightroom, with profiles for lens corrections. But we are working at refining those profiles so that when you purchase a Lunar with Lightroom, we will deliver a Hasselblad set of profiles for the lenses. So that's an example. Another example is that more long term, we hope that the color technology we have in our professional cameras, that we shall be able to put that into the Lunar and the other lines, because this color technology is kind of special in the sense that it brings about what can I say, true colors, natural colors, without the photographer, the user, having to make any decisions. It's just there, and that has worked really well on the professional cameras for the last now 6 years, and that is a second example of what we are intending to. It's not so easy, so it'll take some time. But that is also a theme where our technology could become part of the new lines. And what I believe he meant is that when we enter into the mirrorless camera with the Lunar, then this is not the final. It's not the only version that's going to come. We will definitely look into a long-term relationship with Sony, and we look into a long-term line of products where the life cycles in this area, what do I say, 2-3 years maybe.
Yeah.
So we have to anticipate that down the line, Lunar will be Lunar 1, 2, 3, whatever, and the same will go on the other. So when we look at the Edge camera system, it has been in the market for 10 years. Okay, we've done a lot of things along the way, but it's kind of, it has survived, or it's played a role in a long time. And with the refinements we have now made on the Edge, we are intending to actually take it further into the future. On the new camera lines, we are anticipating. I mean, we have to face the fact that this is a very quick-moving market. A lot of new stuff is coming all the time. So 2-3 years life cycle is what we are expecting. Exactly. That I think the market is going to tell us this cannot be. There might be certain, let's say, certain timelines that overlap or extends from our side, but in the big picture, I think we will follow the market and follow what's coming in terms of new models from Sony. I don't know if I would call it a conflict. We have definitely had that discussion, and of course, when you have a sound discussion about where should we move, you do evaluations on the one side on market. What are the opportunities in the market? What are the possibilities? And you look at what are your own capabilities. What can we do? Where's our core competence? And I think to realize that with the core competence of Hasselblad on the professional side, which is where we are in the past 10 years, I think it's right to say we must find a partner to move down market, and we must find a place where there is some room in the market. And I think actually that has made sense, and I think within the company we have come to a good consensus that okay, this is the way to move to achieve market where we can build our position, and to also achieve bring the brand out in a broad sense to a new target groups. So yes, we have had discussions for sure, and we've done a lot of thinking, and based on that, I think we've come to a good. I'm sure that there will be people out there. There are people out there who say, "Oh, this is just totally way out, ridiculous to take a known camera and just add on some design and then say this is a much more and put the price up." Yeah. But I think you will always have a class of people or photo enthusiasts looking at what's going on who would have that attitude, whereas the customers for this first line of products, I actually think that we will find customers in the market who are going to love the Lunar, and from then on it's going to spread that, man, this is a fantastic camera.